there's a confidence, a self-confidence factor that's involved in our program too. We see people who know that they can come out and run dashes or swim laps or ride a bicycle or lift weights, and it empowers them in other areas of their life. It means that they can take on new challenges without being afraid of failure.
For folks who may not be involved in Special Olympic programs or may not have athletes involved, what's in it for them? Why should they go out and see it?
It's all, come once. This is what if you just come one time and see this. You and I have, we have some wonderful conversations.
We're hooked,
right? about what we teach the athletes, how we can give of ourselves to the athletes and how good that makes us feel. But these athletes give a lot back to us too. And you know B.J. Karkiff and you know Lori Berger, and wouldn't you like to be as strong and as focused as B.J. Karkiff is, or as spontaneous and compassionate as Lori Berger? I mean, they teach us a lot too, and these are just wonderful people to be around, and they'll touch your life if you give them an opportunity to do that.
And I think it's important, as we've talked about, that they get the support from the community and realize the community cares as well.
Sure, they're a part of our community. They're an integral part of our community, and they're out there working, they're in school, just like the general population is, and they need to be acknowledged and they need to be respected, just like everyone else.
How many athletes statewide are generally involved in the program, and what are you doing to look toward the future?
Well, we service right now a constituency of about 21,000 Special Olympics athletes, and those are through the 221 local programs that we run. We'll see about 1,200 of these athletes in Cobb County. And we're looking at this year at doing some real exciting things about taking our program out into the community. We want to look at the resources that are available in the community, whether it's bowling alleys, gymnasiums, tracks, pools, and tailor our program to meet the community resources so that we can increase the number of athletes who are competing there in their hometown. Because it's the practices on a regular basis, and it's the local competitions, and it's the interaction with their friends that begin to see the athletes develop, and it's a good place for them to start to become involved in Special Olympics.
What is Special Olympics?
Well, I think there are a lot of parallels between the Olympic program and Special Olympics. Certainly the pursuit of excellence, and certainly the sport in its truest form for competition and for the game, for the good of the game. But Special Olympics is a program of sports training and competition for children and adults who have mental retardation. This program is headquartered in Atlanta, but serves over 21,000 special needs children and adults in the state of Georgia.
Do all states have a Special Olympics program?
Every state in our country does, and 131 other countries do also. This is a program that is very often the cutting edge for acceptance of the special needs population into mainstream society, so it's good to see it spreading around the world. Now, we're a private, nonprofit organization. We raise all the funds that it takes to run our program.
Which is a huge task.
Well, we get a lot of really talented folks who come and give us their time and talent, but yes, I think the nice thing about Special Olympics is that the exchange that takes place between the people, whether they're giving their resources or whether they're giving their time or their talent, is they're doing it for a good cause and they feel good about it. And I never cease, I've been doing this now for 6 years, and I walk into these games management meetings and it's incredible. There in the room you'll have some of the most talented businessmen and women, you'll have wonderful special education teachers and administrators, you'll have incredible athletes and coaches, and just the mix of those people. And you look around and you think, there is no company in our city as large, as developed as it is, that could afford the talent that's in this room. And all these people are here because they want to be here. And it speaks well not just of the Atlanta community, but also of the cause, I think.
There also will be many people that will be watching the show that will want to participate in volunteering and or donating. So if in fact people do want to donate their time and or money, that they could call our favorite number that we have written right here, which is 414-9390.
Right.
And that's not only for this particular event, but throughout the year.
For all states. Let me take each of the elements that you brought up and talk about them a little. For those, what we're talking about, of course, are the indoor Winter Games. It's the second largest Special Olympics event that's held in Georgia. And we'll bring about 1,100 Special Olympians to Cobb County for 3 days of competition in February. Now, those folks who are interested in volunteering need to go ahead and contact our office now and get plugged into the system, because like any other major event, special event, or especially athletic events, the volunteer tasks are assigned early because it's an ongoing process and we work out of committee. So that kind of help is greatly needed, and we'd love you to call the office and make that commitment. Now, of course, we're always looking to raise funds for the games. It's going to cost us, these games will cost us about $80,000 to have here in Cobb County. We never charge a Special Olympian or their families to be involved in our program. And as such, the responsibility falls on the community and on us to be able to fund it. So anything that anyone could do in that respect, we're more than welcome to talk to you about it. And again, if you'd call our office as soon as possible, that'll help us.
And now, this is the holiday season.
Sure.
At this particular time, which means people are feeling generous and wanting to give and so on. So this is perhaps a different avenue of giving that people don't traditionally address.
And we have a lot of people that did incorporate this into their Christmas giving. They'll make a donation to Special Olympics and then send a card to the person and say, you know, we realize you have everything that you need, and we're going to give this to someone who's needy in your name, which is a nice present. Now, to what you were talking about, if we can, we'd really like to pack that Civic Center. 7:15 on the 10th are opening ceremonies, and it's a wonderful day.
I know that those opening ceremonies are going to be wonderful.
They're terrific. It's the...
That's because only the Nichols and Stars are going to be...
You're going to get a plug in
that's
there.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, you're right. The Nicholson Stars are going to sing at the opening of the program for the audience. We'll also have the lighting of the torch, and we'll have Bill Hartman from WAGA is going to be our master of ceremonies, and we look forward to having him back. But it's a wonderful night of pageantry. The athletes march in, and there's just a terrific energy in the Cobb County Civic Center. And as you mentioned, there's never, the public is always welcome. There's never a charge to attend the Special Olympics event. And I would challenge...
Oh, really? You don't have an admission at the door?
No, no, no.
Well, I think you should. Why not?
Well, maybe we will. That's something that maybe we put you in charge
I know,
of.
certainly.
Because we want to get everybody involved. We want to make this is a public event. Part of what we're doing in Special Olympics is preparing these athletes to be a part of the bigger society. Special Olympics is a transition program where we're teaching self-esteem, we're teaching self-confidence, we're teaching goal setting, all within the context of athletics. But the other part is, so what we're doing is we're preparing these athletes to be a part of the bigger picture. But the other side of what we do is we're preparing the mainstream to be ready for these athletes. And I think anytime we can put the general population in the same setting with these special needs folks, it's a very positive exchange. The folks come away thinking, gosh, you know, they have the same hopes and dreams and aspirations and values that I have. And in the final analysis, you know, we're all a whole lot more alike than we are different.
All we're asking is that you help our athletes feel like $1 million. Come to the Georgia Special Olympics Summer Games.
We all want to fit in, to be a part of the big picture. And it's the same for the athletes of Special Olympics. It's their dream, in fact, not just to win, but to belong. And because of the training Special Olympics gives them, because of the confidence it instills, they do belong. On the field and in life, they belong.
It fits.
Special Olympics. It's training for life.